date.
Alright ninjas, right now it's time once again for the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge, once again to become a super mangaka. And today's day is feet day. Yes, suggested by the Mer. So pick up your pen and let's start drawing some feet. Let's go. Alright, let's draw some feet here for today's 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge. Once again, the timer has been set. Okay, let's start our first feet here to draw for the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge. To improve our skills. Okay, let's see, how does this feet go? A little thing here. Here's the bottom of the feet, and then here goes the one side of the leg. Here's a sort of bubble bone. How do you call it? I don't know all the names exactly. And here's the big toe of the feet. So we're drawing now feet for the challenge, the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge, to improve our manga skills. This was suggested by Merck to draw the feet. Also, if you have other human body part challenges, just let me know. It can be body parts we already did or whole new ones. We're now at hour 71, so that's crazy, man. Already 71 hours of drawing practice, so you can also check it out on YouTube to draw along and yeah, see the body parts we already did, and you know, maybe draw along or draw your own drawings and talk about anime, manga, or whatever topics are at the moment. And of course, these drawings don't have to be perfect, but trying to understand feet a bit better so you can apply it to your own works. So not per se only for manga, can also be for other drawing things. Well, technically manga is also comics and strips. It's like the same thing, but in a different language. So it's like saying poop or shit, or unko, that's in Japanese poop. So it's sort of the same deal, it's just a different language. But yeah, I do like the manga style, so to speak, from like the shonen, weekly shonen type of style, or fairy tale, ippo. Yeah, there are many styles, you know, in manga. It's like a medium, you know, like how you have different movies. It's not specifically one style only. So yeah, that's why it's so great. A lot of freedoms to explore, and yeah, you can put your own heart and soul into the story if you want. That's definitely a strength, and you can do it alone or with a few people, like a writer-artist or just the artist, or you know, you don't need a whole army like how you need an army with making anime. You need a lot of people for that. Then again, with manga you also yeah, you either self-publish or go with a publisher, so there are also different ways. I was reading the last night or yesterday that for example with One Piece, Dragon Ball, that like Eiichiro Oda or Akira Toriyama actually don't own the rights of One Piece or Dragon Ball. Well, Akira Toriyama passed away, unfortunately, which is still a sad thing if I think about it, because he was my #1 manga creator, artist, yeah, already since back in the days. But yeah, they actually don't own the rights to their IPs, so technically Shueisha or Shonen Jump can just do with the characters what they want, if I have to believe what I searched up, which is kind of crazy, because let's say One Piece ends, and then they can milk the shit out of it, of course, to make it 2-piece or whatever piece it may be. Also with other IPs. Yeah, I guess shit will be milked as much as they can, in the end. But they did say that the mangaka does get big rewards. But yeah, that's something to think about if you are wanting to make a manga. You want to go with a publisher and have no more rights of your IP, so everything you create for it is not yours anymore. Is that what you really want? I believe Tony Valente from Radiant got a better deal, keeping the rights to the characters, so he can do with it what he wants, right? Or maybe even crossovers and such. Because some crossovers probably will never happen because of the rights of the set IP. So the like One Piece or Dragon Ball. It's true that though they make, for example, with Pokemon, I'm not sure exactly how it goes there, but I believe there's a Lego set coming from Pokemon. So I guess Lego got the rights or something, or so that they can make, Lego Pokemon. Like they already did it with Sonic, Mario, Minecraft. I did see that the One Piece also gets a Lego set. But I saw it was from the live action only, which is a bit of a sad, because then they take the live action shit. Like I personally prefer the manga anime version. Why did they not take those designs? I guess it has to do with the rights. Like I was quite hyped for the Lego set when I saw it, but then I saw it was from the live action, so it was like, yeah, maybe not, because the going Mary looks a bit different, not like yeah, the actual ship from One Piece. It looks a bit, yeah, that's more the actual live action and some other changes. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know yet. I was hyped when I saw that first, but then I saw it's live action. Yeah, I don't know, man. But maybe you ninjas gonna get it or are already convinced. Not sure how you are into Lego. I did also see like these other model sets of One Piece ships. Not Lego, but like you do have to build it, like one of those building kits, like a bit like Gunpla, like Gundam or something, but then for like One Piece pirate ships, or you have more of those types. So maybe it's better to just if you get a ship model, get that instead if it's more accurate to the manga / anime, which I personally do prefer over the live action. Which I do wonder about the live action. I saw that like Chopper, some designs of, or they released the trailer for Chopper. He's becoming CGI, of course. I thought it didn't look too bad, but maybe it is. Yeah, it's like the Sonic issue. Maybe it's too much like the first Sonic live action version. I don't know, it doesn't look too bad, I guess. I wonder how they're gonna do it. They have to do all the stuff CGI. Then again, with like Sonic the Hedgehog, they were able to do it in live action. So, I mean, then Chopper should be possible, right? Technically speaking, but yeah, I'm not sure about the budget and stuff, because it's a whole season of the second season of One Piece, the live action. But yeah. So yeah, what are you watching lately, ninjas? We've also been watching a bit of Radiant, the anime from Tony Valente's original manga, which was originally French. He's a French mangaka who had his own, who had this manga translated to Japanese as well, also published over there, and got a anime adaptation. I already knew of it, but I never actually really watched the anime. I think one episode a while ago, and now we're watching that a bit with dinner here and there. An episode of Radiant. But I did hear that yeah, they made some changes here and there. Like in the beginning, you have a kid in the story. So you have like the main character Seth. He's a sorcerer. But there's also an extra kid introduced, I guess, for their children's relatability. But in the actual story, this kid was never there. So it's a bit, yeah, maybe unnecessary. Yeah, I guess the anime creators did found it necessary, else they wouldn't have done it, probably. Or one of the decision makers, of course. But yeah, I believe this was the last chance for him to get an anime, so it's dead or not, right? When he got the deal. So yeah, but it's still really cool that a not Japanese manga artist can get an anime. And I believe also Tony keeps more of his rights to the IP. Let's say he would, you know, go with Shonen Jump or Shueisha. I'm not sure if he would be able to keep the rights. Yeah, of course the publisher company, you have more reach, right? They already have a name. Like how you go, let's say you have your own comic with Marvel or something. Not sure exactly how it works. I guess they would want the already existing heroes to be milked more instead of new ones, or I'm not completely sure. There's so many heroes in the Marvel and DC universe, right? I assume they want new artists to use their existing heroes and then continue on working that, but I'm not completely sure how that goes. That's what I guess, but I'm not sure actually how many new heroes will be there. Like, let's say you make a new superhero for Marvel, then I assume then they want to they will get the IP, right? The rights to the character, and you get, I don't know if you how, like a lot of times I guess the original creators get screwed, right? If they give away the rights and then it's a popular character, but then your baby, you know, gets could get like mistreated, or you know, like you have let's say you have original vision for a set character or what you created, and then the ones that buy or get the rights, they fuck it up. A lot of times it with games it's the same story, right? Like let's say one of my favorite games of all time, Dungeon Keeper. There was a second one, and then Was it before or after? At some point EA took it over, and then the whole IP is just shit, man. It's it has so much potential, but like with the technology of today, they could make something great out of it. Yeah, the gameplay you have, right? But then with existing technology, they should be able to improve the graphics, let's say, and you know, make it more of a thing. But I guess, yeah, like sometimes the decision makers maybe think because they bought a certain character or game or whatever, they might they screw it up because they don't understand maybe the vision, or it's just about the money and not about the story or the gameplay. So yeah, but sometimes it actually can be good, right? I think Mortal Kombat was a bit fucked money wise, and then Warner Bros took it over, I believe, and then they revived Mortal Kombat, I think, with Mortal Kombat 9. Of course, now they milk it further with new generations and shit, and remove older characters. You don't have the whole older character sheet. Yeah, now you have Mortal Kombat 1, but then they change whole lore and shit or something. I don't know. It's like I personally would prefer that the old characters are still in the game, that you can play them and then add new characters to it. But I guess it's too much work to have such a roster of characters. Possibly, like I think in Mortal Kombat 9 was one of the better ones in terms of the character roster. I saw one of the new ones. They have like newer generations, but a lot of the like my reference is like Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which had a from the PlayStation 1. It probably also on the Nintendo and such, but it had a big roster of characters. Like you had all the ninjas, all the color ninjas, like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Air Mech. Yeah, some also are redesigns, like and Reptile and such. You had all the robots, you know, Sector, Cyrex. Which one was there? There were 3 of them. Yeah, no. And also like Shao Kahn and Kintaro, Goro, Shiva. These more Yamota, or the horse dude, Centaur. But a lot of those characters are not together anymore in the same game, I believe. Maybe in the Mortal Kombat 1 though. I checked it out for a little bit, but I believe the roster wasn't completely...
Top the last 3. Don't tell
Yo, Jules, welcome back to the show, NINJABOX ishhh. And what did you eat today? I sat down, they said there wasn't any food. I see he picked up the last 3. Don't tell me there wasn't any. What? Wait, what? What did you eat?
Tell me there wasn't any in Matt.
There wasn't any. Wait, you didn't eat? What's going on? You didn't get any food? Or what were you eating? What are you talking about?
No, I hate my fam XD.
Oh, they they didn't give you any food? Wait, what's going on? What is going on, Jules? You go to bed without breakfast or dinner?
I told him I won't eat dinner, but halfway I wanted it.
What? Why wouldn't you eat dinner, huh? I don't get it,
It's
man.
just how I am. Keep it up, Ninja.
Yeah, but that's your own fault then, or no? If you say you don't want the food, and then they expect you don't want the food, and then you get mad they don't have food? Wait, what? What's going on?
Not really.
Huh? You're fasting. Are you fasting?
But I gave it peace.
Or you just order something, Capsalon or something.
Hunger comes at the most random times.
Oh. So, wait, so you're not gonna eat now?
I'll make some later, it's fine.
What you gonna make? What you gonna make? We're drawing feet today, by the way. In case you didn't realize, for the 1 hour, this one feet is maybe a bit too big. Bruh.
Lasagne.
Oh, lasagna. Very
Will
nice.
take me an hour.
Oh. You're a good chef, eh? Oh yeah. Oh shit. Why is that now moved?
I can cook if I want to.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice, Jules. You're a good chef, or no? Wait, where didn't you work as a chef? Before? Yeah, man. So you're gonna cook some nice lasagna, eh?
Nah.
Some nice lasagna.
I work in a warehouse XD.
No, I mean, before. Didn't you ever add like a chef thing? Like before that? The Horeca shit. Horeca! What's it in English? Working in food
Never.
and drinks? Oh. Alright. Would you want to though? Yeah, Horeca is really stressful, eh? Lots of annoying customers and yeah.
I might want give it a try.
Oh.
But seems harsh though.
Yeah, yeah. And, let's say you work at McDonald's or something. Yeah, it's not easy, man. Well, a lot of complaining customers, which could be fair, you know. Like, let's say you order 6 cheeseburgers and you get 5. Well,
Too much shit thrown at you.
yeah, yeah, you get
It isn't fun.
you get scolded. Yeah, that's true, because like they raise the price of something, or you have to pay for yeah, things a few cents extra with the plastic or whatever, and they get mad about it as if you know, the cashier can do something about it though, but yeah, it's not their decision, right? But yeah. Yeah, that's sounds more relaxed and less complaints. Well, maybe I'm not sure. Don't you have to make like orders for people? Like, oh, I want 20 cables of this and 10 of that, then you have to cut it down to X meters, or is it not that like that? Or the shading is maybe a bit weird.
Now just set up all they need.
Yeah, so you have some sort of order then, what I need. Prepare X. Yeah, the shading is a bit weird. Then again,
I
it's
don't
not
like people
perfect.
at all, but sometimes they come in and we talk.
Oh yeah. You're
I
more
don't mind that.
you're more introverted. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I guess I'm sort of similar maybe. Okay, so that's the feet. Maybe this took a bit too long, but it's 2 feet though.
I don't know if they hire me after August.
Oh. Uh-oh. You're not, they gonna bezuinigen?
So I'm kinda in the midway.
Oh, sure. They gonna cut off people or what?
Now it's just me, I was a alcoholic.
What? You were drinking on the job? Yeah, I had a
I'm gaming at the same time.
Yo,
But had
Fate,
to
welcome
come
back
online
to the
just
show.
to
NINJABOX
say
ishhh,
damn
and
good
what
feet
did you eat
number
today?
Not on the
But I
job,
had to come online just to say
but the
damn good
smell.
feet number 2. Oh, thanks, man. You can have some new content for tonight, eh? Some nice juicy feet. Not. Oh, the smell. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
So
today's
changing
feet
my
day.
lifestyle.
Ah, yeah. A lot of Hertogienne. Hertogienne. I still have some in the fridge, actually.
It was
You want
bad
one?
blood. I'm not a feet girl.
That's what they all say. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to make them nice and juicy. These feet. No, yeah. It's probably 2 hours of feet though. We have like two in a row suggested for the hour, so I probably split it into 2 times
It
1
wasn't
hour.
helping me.
Since we're already in the feet flow. Yeah, feet are definitely a challenge though. It wasn't helping me. It was a bad but. Yeah, maybe if you're addicted to alcohol, maybe get addicted to something else. Like going to the gym or something. Or yeah, what else can you do? Watch anime. No,
Smoking is the same way.
yeah, maybe find something. Replace your addiction with a good addiction, so to speak. Maybe like maybe write a journal of for yourself, you know, privately.
But it's
About,
the weekend, nobody tells me what to do.
Yeah, no, here and there, why not? But yeah. I mean, a couple should be fine, right? But maybe know your limits. What game are you playing? Gaming. GTA. Or 33. What's the new game called? Expedition Pokemon 33. We all have issues, yeah, yeah. That's true, man. That is certainly true.
Just gotta work around it.
Let's make this. Okay. Yeah, you know.
Chat, don't be like me, will ya?
What? What are you saying? So, what games are you guys playing? Or anime watching? Movies. What do you think about what are some companies that really screwed up existing IPs of games? That was a good game originally, but another company took it over and they totally fucked it up. Which do you have any samples, and then maybe also some that actually did a good job when they took over? Like wasn't Baldur's Gate by different people? Not all the same company. I thought that there's a new Witcher coming out. 4, right? Number 4. I'm rewatching Sword Art Online. Oh shit. From season 1. Oh yeah. I haven't seen that in a while. So do you still enjoy it now that you are rewatching it? Yeah, sometimes maybe your perspective can change.
I do.
Like if you watch something twice,
nice.
The second time you notice different things, probably.
You watched the horse races yet?
No, it's not for us, man. I tried to watch it with Ninja-chan because she liked horses, but she didn't like it, man. And yeah, it's not really for me, I think. You mean the dandy, right? Horse double horse derby dandy? Dandy there something. Dorsey. No.
It's a good one though.
Yeah. Like there's certain anime I prefer, like if more like the cute girl stuff, but
Has 2 seasons.
2 seasons. And is it still going on? Or is it based on a manga? I guess so.
What do you like more?
That's not. I like, for example, the shonen. Yeah, that depends though. Also seinen. So shonen is like demographic boys to 12 to 70 years old, like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto. But these days,
it depends. We all say that XD.
it really depends though. Yeah, like if some new shonen. Yeah. Like there's a new one coming out that I think is gonna be really good, which is Gacha Kuta. It's I believe the creator worked also for Soul Eater, and I believe the creator of Soul Eater said like, this will be my
Recon is a slime.
my next what's it called?
Might be there. Keep it up, Ninja.
Prodigy. No, the follow.
Face tape.
What's the word? Like that, the creator of Gacha Kuta is the what was the word for it? The next generation, so to speak. So let's say you have All Might, and then Deku is then the new, will become the new All Might. But then with Soul Eater, or like with One Piece, like Luffy will be like the next Pirate King, let's say. And in this case, then the creator Gacha Kuta will be like the next, because he worked with the Soul Eater as assistant, I believe. And I really, like some time ago already was reading the manga and was waiting for new stuff. Now also getting an anime, but I really, the vibe of it, it's really has a good vibe. Like Soul Eater, I also like the Soul Eater vibe. Too bad the anime did not end like the manga, but I've not really read the manga completely. Yo Dion, welcome back to the show. NINJABOX ishhh, and what did you eat today? But yeah.
Is difference what the anime is though.
Yeah, with Soul Eater, the manga is like the Soul Eater anime is really well made, but the ending is not the same as the manga, unfortunately. So maybe I guess they could do like with Full Metal Alchemist, you know, like you have first the first Full Metal Alchemist, and then
Soul Eater was great.
Optionally make like Brotherhood for Soul Eater, so that they follow the actual manga completely. Then again, if they like I wouldn't say Soul Eater in itself was already well made. It's more like the story.
I don't normally read books.
Yeah, reading is definitely but you read the Soul Eater manga? I only watched the anime though. But yeah. There's also Fire Force, but I still have to get into that. It's still on the sometime to-do list, like many other things. But now, I'm not really. Yeah, I watched a bit of what's it called? Lazarus. Lazarus. I watched Lazarus, but Lazarus. But this anime is not finished yet. It's the same director as Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, Space Dandy. This director makes good anime. And the thing is, it's not based on a manga, it's like straight to anime, which might give it more freedom for the anime creator, because then they can work with the TV aspect in mind, you know, the frame, because in manga they have to convert the manga panels to anime. Manga is like a storyboard for the anime, but if you straight go to anime, it's a different way of working. The story, it goes straight to the camera angles and all that. With the TV, you're fixed to this, you know,
I love the
shape. Wait, what? Fire Force? I watched. Oh, you watched all of Fire Force? Yeah, there's a new season coming out, right? The other was the enemy. She's hot. Yeah, it's literally hot, right? In Fire Force, like they have all fire powers and shit. But I only read the first chapter when it was new, and I still wanted to at some point continue it, because it's the same creator, Soul Eater, but a different publisher. I believe Soul Eater was by Square Enix, published as a manga. There was Soul Eater, and then Fire Force by Kodansha, where also Fairy Tail is in, Hajime no Ippo, even Vagabond, I believe, but that's on hiatus. And a few other ones. I think Guns, 2 Guns by Kodansha. But yeah, I was reading like yesterday-ish, but like that actually Edge Oda doesn't own One Piece or Luffy or One Piece. Like technically the company can do whatever they want with it. Because Oda doesn't own the rights, which is, I guess is like with the Demon Slayer movie did really well, but the original creator doesn't really get that well rewarded for it. Like the original creator of like the Demon Slayer movie, like it was really successful, that movie, in the box office, but then the original creator doesn't really get that well rewarded for it, even though it's you created the thing. But yeah, okay, they translated to anime, of course, but the storyboard is you know, but yeah, that's that's also to think, like, if you make your own manga. What do you mean they went too far? Oh, they fucked the original author, or how do you mean that? Yeah, so if you create your own manga, that's definitely to keep in mind. You know, you want to
It's the after.
release your copyrights to your IP that you create, because I was also checking out this manga competition, Silent Manga Edition, to maybe participate again, because I already participated once. But then I read the description once again, and it said like, okay, but they own then the rights to whatever you create, so they can do with it whatever they want. I do think you have to win, or it's already by default. Either one or the other. So let's say you win the competition, but then they own what you created. So the characters, everything, the story, and all of it, and they can do with it what they want. Of course, you get the reach through them, because also the creator of Fist of the North Star is one of the judges, I believe. So.
Gonna make foods.
Oh yeah, that's cool, Jules. Make for us something. Lasagna. Yes. Yeah. Good luck with your food, man. Yeah. Eating that lasagna. But yeah, it's definitely something to think about. How you want to. Maybe there are publishers where you can keep the rights more of, or like I believe Radiant, the creator Tony Valente that created the French manga. Radiant, he has more rights. He owns his characters, the story, and then that just pitched it to a publisher or something. So it was a bit different how he did it. So he has more ownership of the IP. But I did in that Bakuman. When I was watching Bakuman, for example, it's an anime or manga as well about making manga and getting an anime. But I believe they did at some moments that they said like, yeah, if we cannot do X, or I forgot exactly the situation, but it came down to that they were threatening the publisher that else they would go to a different publisher. So from my understanding, Oda cannot just go to a different publisher if Shueisha fucks him in the ass. But yeah, of course, in this case, One Piece is like the face of Weekly Shonen Jump, or Shueisha. So yeah, he has more leverage because how successful it is, right? But if you're like maybe one of the other ones, like I think Tita Kubo had some issues with Shueisha or something, but now he's back or not. Does he make new chapters? I forgot. I'm not up to date with the latest Bleach of the manga. Wasn't he like making new chapters or something? Like I know the Thousand Year Blood War new anime came out, and therefore Bleach got a bit of a reboot or something. That people came to find out about Bleach because of that Thousand Year Blood War. Yeah, the thing though, like I guess even if he makes later chapters, like Tita Kubo, like the ending was rushed at the beginning, right? But I guess it shouldn't matter if he continues on it later or something. Like with Hunter x Hunter, right? He has a lot of leverage. He's like one of the titans of Weekly Shonen Jump. He's just, his output is not that much, right? Because of his health issues. But he already proven himself with like Yu Yu Hakusho and then Hunter x Hunter. But yeah. But he could be in a hiatus for so long. But yeah, he already proved himself, you know. I mean, there are a lot of Hunter x Hunter fans. I also enjoy Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, too bad it goes a bit slow. But yeah, of course, the health issues and such. You know. I guess he still earns, right, through Shonen Jump, or... I wonder how exactly it works, though. I guess if volumes get sold and such, he still gets some... what's it called? Royalties? And from merchandise and such. But yeah, the anime could get new episodes, I guess. Because the manga is a bit further. But I'm not sure if they have enough content yet. I'm not up to date with the Hunter x Hunter manga. But I do want to continue the story though. But probably in anime format, if possible. Like I do think the newer Hunter x Hunter is definitely an enjoyable show. But yeah, too bad it's a bit slower, but yeah. Like if you, I'm not sure if you follow any shows or something. What is what you wait the most for of anime or manga that is like on hiatus, if at all, if you follow one of them? Like I think like with Vagabond, right? It's a really well made manga, like about Masashi Kishi. No, not Masashi. What's his face? Miyamoto Musashi, one of the legendary samurai warriors from back in the days, and then there's a manga made about him, right? By Take Inoue from Slam Dunk as well. But he's for quite a bit of hiatus on the manga, right? He made some other manga in between as well. But yeah, it would be a bit like, let's say you never finish it. Like, yeah, unfortunately, like Kentaro Miura unfortunately passed away. So I guess Berserk will never be the same. I'm not up to date with that, but yeah. Like I recently saw this something about Game of Thrones that like G.R. Martin, he still has to finish that book, right? But maybe it will never be finished. But yeah, the hype is kinda fucked because the ending of the TV show, unfortunately, the last 2 seasons. But yeah. Yeah, so, some mangaka unfortunately pass away before they can finish their masterpiece or their thing. Like also with High School of the Dead. It had like 12 episodes or something. It was really enjoyable, but I'm not sure if they have enough episodes for new ones, but or manga chapters. to be adapted. But yeah, the original creator already passed away a little while ago. Also, like for the original Shin-chan manga, because it was a manga at first. But yeah, Shin-chan, it was dubbed in our country back in the days, but I guess they will never get back to that, I guess. Kind of a shame though. But yeah, like with Pokemon, also voice actors change and such. Like I did watch like Pokemon back in the days in our own language, which was fine for me. Not sure for you guys, but they did change some of the voice actors. Like Meowth, I believe, changed the voice acting. It's also with One Piece, you know, it's going so long, and then the voice actors sometimes just don't make it. Like one of the main characters, Frankie, he has like this specific type of voice, like super, or this super. He has this certain voice to his character, but now a different voice actor took it over because of the original voice actor's health issues, which makes sense, you know, that someone takes it over. But yeah, it's just not the same, you know. But yeah, then again, at least in the English dub, Vegeta and some of the Dragon Ball Z characters also changed voices, or I think Vegeta changed a few times. Yeah, I guess you have to just get used to it, but yeah, what's the point? Well, yeah, that's sometimes the fiction outlives, or yeah, it never gets finished, eh? Yeah, which is a bit of a sad in a way. But I did hear that okay, without spoiling, without you guys spoiling it, that so far Berserk was a good sort of, not ending necessarily, but how far Kentaro Miura made it was like a sort of a good last chapter that he made, sort of, but it's still going on, of course, right? But yeah. Seven minutes left. But what are some of the manga or anime that you're waiting for that's on hiatus? There was something, I believe, but I forgot right now. Like sometimes they make an anime season of a set manga or whatever, but then they never continue it while the manga, or yeah, the manga still goes on. So they like with, now I talked about this before, but like with Hajime no Ippo, there's enough manga to work with, but the problem there was, I believe, that the studios, the manga creator, would want to adapt the manga to have it do it justice, but they are busy with other works, IPs that are getting more views, you know, like since boxing is for a niche audience, the anime studios prefer to work rather on other shows first, or you know, they that gets priority, like Jujutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer. I'm not sure which studios exactly worked again on Ippo, but you know, even though I do think it's a good story with Ippo, and I do want to continue the anime. Of course, you can read the manga, but like for the anime of Ippo, I am definitely waiting for it for new episodes. Actually, yeah, that's for a while already. We rewatched it, or at least I rewatched it with Ninja-chan. She watched it for the first time. But yeah, Ippo is definitely one of those anime that I actually am waiting for a new season, you know, if possible. Else maybe I should at some point just pick up the manga, because I believe Dion said it or someone else that the manga has more depth, or the more slice of life-ish. Like that in the anime not everything is in there or something. But yeah. You know. The One Piece anime the live action was coming out this year, or was it next year? I did see the trailers of Chopper. I do wonder, are you just gonna watch it or not? The One Piece live action, if you haven't already. Unless you didn't watch the first season to begin with and weren't interested in it at all, then some people, actually my uncle that doesn't watch anime at all, he actually watched the show. Well, he normally doesn't watch anime, but he enjoyed the One Piece live action, so it can have some new One Piece fans, but from a different angle. Because yeah, over here in the West, anime is more for children, right? Or something that is drawn is more still for this. It has this what's it called? Like that. When it's drawn, it's for children, you know. Or yeah, it's just they prefer like flash humans, live action, you know, over like hand-drawn drawings that move. But yeah, I believe in Japan they also read more manga than watching anime, because, well, they're busy there, right, as well. So it's easier to just pick up Shonen Jump, a weekly Shonen Jump, go in the subway and read it, or maybe online as well. But I do think someone was watching anime in the subway on the phone and such, which, you know, makes sense, right? I guess some of you do it too. Watch anime in the subway while you go to somewhere, your work or school or whatever. Just put your headset in and watch some anime. Yeah, I guess overall it's generally maybe in a way more accepted with Netflix and all the streaming services. But then again, yeah, they also yeah, do you want really to get like 10 of those streaming services? Like it's all spread out, right? It's kind of, you cannot just get one streaming service and everything is on it. Like you have to go to many different ones, so then it becomes TV again. Like before, Netflix had a lot of the things, right? But then a lot of other streaming services came and then put it on that. So yeah. But yeah, anime DVDs are, I guess, yeah, second hand. You can get some good deals, you know. On King's Day, I got like initial D-box for like 20-ish, well, haggling a bit with what's it called again? Classroom Assassination Classroom manga. Yeah. But some anime slash manga or manga aren't or weren't translated to English yet, except by the fans. So yeah, you know, through other ways got introduced to anime, because it was the only real practical way to get your hands on it. So yeah, without that, there were less fans. In the West at least. Oh, we're already at the timer. The timer! Okay, let's draw one more after this one, and then go again with the feet. No! Feet day! Yeah. Can you smell them? Yeah, some people have weird ass feet, I guess. Some have more flat feet and some are more bended because yeah, sometimes you have to sneak, right, to not wake up your parents or whatever, and then you develop certain feet because of weren't the ballerinas or something sort of tortured getting fucked up feet because they have to stand on their toes and shit with those type of shoes to do the dances, but then their feet get really fucked. Weren't there also like in China or something, or somewhere where they kept, when the child grows up, the girls, they try to keep the feet small or something, and then when they grow, their feet get all fucked up. Kinda sad, eh? But yeah, I believe there was a word for those feet. Okay, last one of this session before we go to the next one.
Should there not be a gap between the two foot prompts? Smiling face with halo.
A gap? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm gonna end one of the feet with this feet, and then we're gonna do the next hour, I guess, since we're already in the flow of feet. And they were suggested in a row, so I guess we're gonna do 2 hours of feet with a gap, of course, like a little break if you ninjas have some other human body part suggestions, or you know. So this is the last feat of number 71. If that is what you mean. Feet. Yeah. I don't necessarily enjoy drawing feet, but yeah, it's part of the adventure, right? Of you know, drawing shit. And trying to understand them a little bit better. Maybe this is not the best way, but yeah, I guess it's better to draw the whole skeleton, then the muscles over it, and then the skin, to understand the bones a bit better. Well, now we're more shape building for the feet-ish, but yeah, I don't think this is completely useless. But the other thing takes a bit more time, or maybe then for the whole hour we just draw one feet to flesh it completely out. But yeah, or maybe we do sometimes an hour of just that, you know, drawing the whole skeleton of the set body part, and then trying to put the muscles on it, and then the skin. Then again, yeah, from manga maybe the shapes matter most, the shapes, you know. But yeah, you need to know, though, from all angles. But especially with manga. Yeah, of course, while making manga, also I use reference if I don't know how something looks like. Which is actually with most projects, right? Creative visual projects, you know, search reference. If you don't know, you know, let's say you order a commission from me. Well, it's advised, necessary you give me reference what you want, you know, so I can make it visual. Else, yeah. Okay then, let's add some shading. We're almost done. Almost done. Last feet. So how do you enjoy these feet so far? Do you enjoy watching feet, or did you prefer the previous one? I actually did prefer the previous one, but you know, this needs to be done too. Okay, here we have number 8. How long did we do it?
Preferred this one.
34.
More
So it's like
diversity.
yeah, that's certainly true. That's certainly true. But I do prefer drawing the other ones though. Okay, so here we have the feet of number 71. Drew the 8 feet over here, or technically 9. So this was our first feet. This is our second feet. Well, technically 2 feet. So you could argue we did 9 of them, technically speaking. Here's number 3, and number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. So yeah, let me know your favorite feet of this session number 71.
Nice.
Or a few of them if you enjoy them. And yeah, if you have some other human body part suggestions, let me also know as well in the comments or chat. So yeah, that was the feet for this hour number 71. Yes. Alright ninjas, these were the feet that we drew for the 1 hour manga drawing practice challenge, once again suggested by Merc. So thank you very much for the suggestion for number 71. Number 72 is the next one. which is also feet, suggested by Newbie. So that's the next one. Look forward to that one. Stay tuned for the next session of the next set of feet. And also, if you have any other human body part suggestions, let me know as well, so that we can add it to the list. Alright ninjas, thank you for joining once again. NINJABOX ishhh, and see you ninjas the next time. Ninjakees out.
Ninjakees.
Thanks for joining once again, ninjas. NINJABOX ishhh, and see you ninjas the next time. Ninjakees out.